What's up guys, a day in the life of an Irish fitness coach living in South America. So basically I'm in Asunción, Paraguay right now. I was in Lima, Peru last month, was in Rio de Janeiro before that, going to go to Medellin, Colombia in 2 months time there as well. So what I'm going to do today is a full day of eating. I'm going to go do a little bit of a vlog, what I do for training, cardio, steps, what it's like living in Paraguay, a few other random bits and bobs, and then we'll take it from there. So I'm going to go through a full day of eating, what I eat. I'm cutting at the minute 2,400 calories, 200 protein, 225 carb, and 75 grams of fat. I'll go through what I'm doing in the gym. I'm going to go for a little bit of walk around Paraguay, around Asunción, and I'm going to chat a little bit of shit along the way as well. So meal one, eggs on toast. Unfortunately, I burnt the toast. I got a phone call there and I was in the other room, and then next thing I just smelled something. I was like, fuck, did I turn on the toast? Disaster. First ever YouTube video and I burned the toast. Got the eggs ready to go here now. Okay, so meal one, eggs on toast, nice and simple. This is my favorite breakfast. Just 4 boiled eggs, light mayonnaise, 100 grams of gluten-free bread. Can't beat it. Next up, what I'm having is 700 grams of watermelon. So really good, high volume, low calorie food. It's like 700 grams here, 210 calories. Fills you up, fills the stomach, keeps you fuller for longer. And yeah, just when you're dieting, trying to get shredded, it just keeps your hunger so much better controlled. So if you're not having this, you're trying to cut it, I'd highly recommend. Okay, and last part of meal one is 30 grams of cashews. Good healthy fat in the diet. You want to have healthy fats in the diet to keep your T levels up. And yeah, one thing I didn't mention earlier was intermittent fasting is something I do now. It's actually 2 o'clock now. This is later than normal because I was trying to get the camera up and going. But yeah, it's last 7 years. This is when I started getting in really good shape. It was when I started intermittent fasting, because I used to always struggle in the evenings. Let's say you have your first meal at 6 a.m, then you eat again at 10, you eat again at 2. You've got sweet fuck all calories left until the evening, and that's when snacking would creep in. Whereas now what I do is I have a couple of black coffees in the morning, that pushes it back. First meal at 12, last meal around 8 or 9, and just makes life a hell of a lot easier because you're eating a main meal at 12, 4, 8, a couple of snacks in between. You're eating something every 2 hours, go to sleep at around 11. So you can't go wrong with that. So if you've ever been struggling with dieting and you can't, or you're snacking in the evenings, and this is just an easy fix. But if you train in the morning, it's a bad idea. Actually, before I started intermittent fasting, I used to train in the morning. And then I just went in on a black coffee into one gym session like 7 years ago, and I just said, fuck this. I'm moving it to the evening. If you do train fasted, but it's never going to be optimal in terms of, you want to have that fuel your workout, get as much progressive overload as possible, get as much tissue damage as possible, and then therefore get as much gains as possible. Also really important to weigh these out as well, just because it's easy to get a bit carried away with cashews. I could easily eat 200 if I wanted, 200 grams. But yeah, that's like 170 calories there. So if you double that, like you're looking at 340, you're cutting into that deficit, you know. Also, my main meals have just arrived now. So what I do here in Paraguay, and I've also done it in Brazil as well, is just I get someone to do my meals for me. So a meal prep company. So there's 10 meals here, 200 grams of mixed vegetables, very carrot heavy this week. 200 grams of white potato. So white potato being, I don't eat rice at all when I'm cutting, just because white potato is way better for hunger blunting. Then you've got 200 grams of chicken breast, raw weight, or lean beef. And that's pretty much what I eat daily. I just literally have 3 of those meals per day on top of what I had there earlier on. But yeah, if you're an entrepreneur, calculate what your time costs per hour, and then calculate how much time per week. The average person puts it in like 16 hours a month into cooking and cleaning or something like that. So, and then just calculate what your hourly rate is and see, is that a waste of time? And if it is, then just do something like that. Absolute game changer. Okay, so meal number 2, 200 grams chicken breast, 200 grams of mixed veg, 200 grams of potatoes. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to have that because I'm going to the gym in the next 2 hours. So I'm going to have 2 meals at once. Normally I have 4 meals per day and I spread them out a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to have the beef, then surprise, surprise, another 200 grams of potato, another 200 grams of vegetables. So that is going to be meal number 2, and then the final meal, I'll run through that later. Also guys, if you've made it this far in the video, if you could click like, subscribe, ring that bell, whatever it is. This is my first YouTube video and I'm trying to get the ball rolling. So I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff like this, so if you could click that, that would be greatly appreciated. So this is the gym here. Very good view from the top. Infinity pool, so that is where I do a bit of tanning the odd time. And you can see the city there in the background. And yeah, gym is pretty solid, has everything you need. Cable machine, treadmill, Smith machine, bench, dumbbells, up to 40 kg, so that does me fine. The only thing is that leg day, I never do leg day here just because this is all they got, these machines are shit. But other than that, everything else is pretty good. So this is the pool on the top of the roof. Obviously you do get serious value for money. Obviously the apartment's nice, but the facilities are top notch here as well. Like infinity pool on the top, the gym is just up there on the 18th floor. And yeah, trying to get a bit of colour now. I've been living in Latin America for 18 months and I've been pasty as a ghost throughout because I didn't put any effort or time into lying out in the sun, which is tough work, I know. But yeah, so doing that now, getting a little bit of a break from the computer every now and again is nice, and it doesn't waste a load of time. Like, you know, if you're going down to the beach, you gotta fucking get there, you gotta get back. I just gotta walk out the door, jump into the elevator, here I am. It's always quiet up here as well. Never really see much people. But yeah, gonna lie out here for about an hour and hopefully I don't get burnt. But yeah, I remember when I first came out to South America there, was it October 2023, was working as a physio with the NHS. Fucking miserable. Didn't like it at all. Then I just said, fuck this, I'm going to work as a locum. So then came to the end of a contract and then a few of the lads were coming out to Brazil, so I said, fuck it, yeah, I'll go to Brazil. I've never been out of Europe. I absolutely loved it. Didn't work for 3 months, spent nearly every penny I had, and then had to go back. So I went back to Liverpool January of 24. And then I remember that the heating wasn't working in the apartment, was staying in L3, can't remember the Leeds Street in Liverpool. It was snowing, could see my own breath in the apartment. I was going into a job that I didn't like, and then I just said, fuck this, I am literally doing whatever it takes to fucking work remotely, get the fuck out of Dodge, and moved to South America. Obviously I've been going to the gym for 17 years. I actually done sports science as my undergrad, but physio was a better career than it at the time when I done the masters in physio. Yeah, so that's kind of how I ended up out here. So I've been at the online coaching for 2 years now and been getting some insane results with clients. So loving life at the minute, loving what I do, and yeah, I definitely wouldn't like to be in Liverpool. Was grand now, but there's some places I've lived over the last few years that I definitely wouldn't like to be ever again. I remember when I first moved to London, I was working construction and there was about 20 Somalians in the fucking apartment underneath me. I was in this place and Jesus Christ, man, I wasn't enjoying life that back then. I was living with this Irish alcoholic. He was a steel fixer. He was about 40. So there was this fucking in behind the back of Green's pub in Neasden, if any know London. And there was this lad, I can't remember his name, raging alcoholic. The fridge would be always full up with cans. And sure, I thought that one day that I fucking had preheated the oven. It was your man anyway. He preheated the oven, I threw my chicken in, and then your man went to fight me. I thought he was going to pick up a knife. He cornered me in the kitchen. This lad was I was about 21. This lad was about 6 foot, I can't remember. He was about 6'4". Smell of beer off him, and I was like, fuck this, man. No sitting room or nothing. About 600 quid a month, sterling. I was like, man, is this my life now? So if you're not happy with your situation, where you're at now, just fucking do something about it. Just fucking, like, obviously, not necessarily for me learning a new skill.
Obviously, this is something I've been doing for nearly 20 years now, to 17 years. The fitness side of things, something I've loved all my life. But yeah, I've been in some fucking rough situations that I'm happy I'm not in anymore, for sure. Okay, so final meal of the day, and that is broccoli, and that's pretty much it. Now my plan was to have the potatoes and have the mixed vegetables again. I was going to move my calories because I've got quite lean now. I'm quite happy with that, but I am still pushing to get leaner and do a photo shoot in a few weeks. Based on my level of hunger now, I was going to have 2,400. Then I just thought, fuck it, no, I'm going to call the meal prep company tomorrow, let them know that I'm just going to cut out one of the potatoes and veg. I've just got my own broccoli here in the freezer. I just use that for the last meal of the day. 2,200 calories, just cut that extra 50 grams of carbs out. And that is a wrap for the day. Now, just gonna eat this, do another few check-ins, and then I've got another 3,000 steps to do, and then I'm just gonna do 45 minutes inclines, Stairmaster with the treadmill. Okay, so final part of the day now, getting the treadmill in. It's actually quite late now, it's like 11 p.m, but I don't mind the late workout every now and again. That's the view there. Looks cool at night. But yeah, now to bash this out, get it done, and that is me done for the day. And that is a wrap. So 45 minutes on the treadmill, incline 12, speed 5 kilometers an hour. So job done. Done a pull day, done the cardio, done 12,000 steps, 2,200 calories, 200 protein, 75 fat, close to 200 carbs. I can't remember now at this stage, getting tired. So that is me done for the day, and yeah, I'm going to be posting a lot more content about this. Might not necessarily all be about fitness, might be a little bit more about Paraguay, stuff like that as well. I'm going to be moving to Colombia soon as well, I think. And yeah, so also I am taking on a couple of new clients there now at the minute. So if you want to see the results, have a look on my page, Dermot Duffy 6. And the results are fairly top class, if I do say so myself. And if you're looking to build muscle, lose body fat, and you want to get in the best shape of your life, you're putting the time in the gym, you're not getting the ROI, you're wasting your time in the gym, you want to change that and cut that time condensation down for you building out the physique that you finally want to get, then click the link in the description form. You can book in a call, or else I'll get in touch, and then if we both feel like it's a good fit, we'll take it from there. But until the next one, guys, peace.